Welcome to Spencerville High School. Tonight, the site of this high school boys basketball matchup right here on WOSN. Ottoville taking on Spencerville as we are getting into the high school basketball season. I'm making that transition to basketball here from football. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Josiah Stober, I'm Patrick Gamler, bringing you a terrific matchup. Saturday night matchups are always interesting, especially after both teams had a very tough Friday night matchup with both of these two teams did. Spencerville, great win over Crestview last night, and Ottoville coming up short against Fort Jennings, a team that was all jacked up and ready to go. They had a motivational speaker. They had a guy from Ohio State fire them up, and they won by 5. So Ottoville looking to get that off. For Kevin Sensabaugh, 22 of their last 24 games have been wins in the regular season. He can win number 300 tonight. So there's still a lot going on here for a Saturday night, Josiah.
Yeah, and like you said, Saturday night games can be challenging for both teams, especially games that were both league games. As you said, Spencerville beats Crestview last night in a hard-fought game. And you said Ottoville, a tough loss to Fort Jennings last night. So should be a good one tonight.
Looking forward to a matchup between these two teams. Of course, they so far have not relied very much on their bench. In fact, all of Spencerville's points last night came from their starters. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of bench production they get. I know Coach Sensabaugh talked about an opportunity to get some of the young kids involved. And when you're looking at the Ottoville Big Green as well, a similar situation there, a very senior-heavy lineup, but maybe an opportunity to get some of their younger guys in as well, just to spread out the minutes, if anything else, tonight.
Yeah, Coach Utendorf talked about that. Sent us some great information, as we talk about the keys tonight. First of all, got to defend the perimeter. We know this Spencerville team, those guards are good. And so they got to find a way to defend that perimeter. Don't give up any easy buckets on the night. Really keep it tight inside. Second thing is limiting those turnovers, man. They can't give up turnovers, bad turnovers. And those turnovers that are in the stretch of game, they got to make sure they take care of the ball. Coach Utendorf talked about just the needing to win that possession advantage tonight, so they got to take care of the ball. And finally, winning that rebounding battle. Can't give Spencerville extra possessions because they are dangerous when they do.
And we take a look at the Bearcats, looking for their keys to win a game tonight, undefeated, and trying to keep that going and see if they can go to 5-0. What do they have to do in order to make that happen tonight?
Yeah, the first one is just that interior defense. If you know Spencerville, they're known for their defense. That man-to-man, but they've done some zone this year just to mix it up, throw teams off a little bit, but they got to protect that middle. Second of all, push the tempo. Those guards, they like to get out there fast. The Sensaball boys, like to get the ball out and run as quickly as they can, so they like to push that tempo, see if they can get easy buckets. And finally, just staying out of foul trouble. Like you said, it was their starting lineup that scored all their points, so they got to keep those guys out there. Even though Coach would love to get some more of those youth in there, he relies heavy on that starting 5.
Should be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Those are your keys to the game. We will be right back, and when we do, we will have the tip-off starting lineups with these teams as we get you ready for high school basketball action here at Spencerville. It's the Bearcats hosting the Big Green on WOSN. Tonight's scoreboard is sponsored by Rhodes State College. Start your journey today. Getting ready to start this journey between Spencerville and Ottoville as we take a look at the starting lineups for the teams tonight. As we take a look at the Ottoville Big Green, Ashton Miller there in the center, along with Landon Horseman, Alex Lace, Garrett Trittman, and Brandon Calvelage. And Miller pacing the attack with a little over 14 points a contest. Looking over now at the Bearcats and their starting lineup. Of course, the three-headed monster of Will Sensabaugh, Owen Sensabaugh, and Carter Orr, averaging 19, 17, and 15 points apiece. Getting some great guard play this year also from Grady Smith and Jude Steeman checking in there, the 6-foot freshman, seeing some time. And I'll tell you what, Coach Sensabaugh, every so often he gets those freshmen that he can plug into the lineup, and before you know it, hey, look, it's a 4-year starter. Jude Steeman might be that, but Will Sensabaugh, only a sophomore, so there's a good mix of experience and youth on the Spencerville team.
Yeah, and you talk about that as the only senior that starts on that team is Carter Orr. So really they are a very young team, but they're very talented. As you said, Jude Steeman coming into the year as a freshman, kind of that role player, plays defense, plays hard, gets on the floor for him, and Coach Sensabaugh loves players like that.
Spencerville looking to go 5-0 this year. They finished 18-4 last season, and it's hard to believe that with that record, they actually started 0-2 last season before they went on their run. They've won 22 of their last 24 regular season games, and it's a Saturday night. You never know what to expect until they tip the ball up, and we are going to find out about that here in just a few seconds from now. And the tip will be controlled by the Big Green to get us started. The Big Green wearing yellow. We'll just go with the fact that they're not going to be the Big Yellow tonight. Ashton Miller having it for a moment, then controlled by Landon Horseman. He pulls up from 16 and knocks it down.
Yeah, Landon Horseman comes in averaging those about 12.5 points per game. Starts the Big Green off pretty quickly here, and they come out with a little full court pressure, but we have Owen Sensaball starting the offense.
Now Will Sensaball back it off. Here's Owen Sensaball with a Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer and knocks that one in.
And we see all the brothers there passing the ball, and have seen that a lot this year. Instant offense by the Sensaball boys.
Good pass out there. Lease now inside. This is Horseman. Horseman shot short. Rebound collected by Carter Orr.
And Carter Orr's had to play a lot of good defense this weekend. Defending Ren Sheets last night from Crestview, and now Horseman tonight.
Did a nice job with that, too. Here's Steeman from downtown. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, no good. Back to it is Carter Orr, and finishes with a flush.
Carter Orr with that length, able to go up and get the miss there and put it down hard and get a little bit of excitement here. And then once again, a quick steal by Sensaball.
Miller has it poked away, and Sensaball with a nice finish. Spencerville quickly out to a 7-2 lead. Now Miller called for traveling. So an inauspicious start for the Big Green here in the first 2 minutes. Two minutes gone by on the Rhodes State College scoreboard. 7-2, Spencerville controlling the basketball. Steeman passing it off. This is Owen Sensaball. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer is good.
8 quick points for Owen Sensaball as we have our first timeout.
Coach Udendorf wants to talk it over. Metzger Financial Services timeout. It is 10-2 Spencerville. We'll take it as well and be right back on WOSN. Welcome back. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Coach Udendorf calling a timeout to talk some things over. Spencerville on a 10-0 run right now.
Yeah, and 8 quick points there by Owen Sensaball, knocking down 2 big threes already here in this first half, and he's one you don't want to let get hot.
Here's Horseman working inside, and nice approach there to stop the 10-0 run, but right back the other way, Jude Steeman putting it in to keep it going for the Bearcats.
Yeah, we talked about them pushing the tempo for the Keys tonight, and Jude Steeman was able to get out early there and make the easy layup. 2 for 2.
Yeah. If you get open layups, your shooting percentage tends to be fairly high. I mean, mine wasn't, but other people. Here's a turnover. Right into the hands of Spencerville. Grady Smith bringing it up here. Sensaball, Matt's Heating and Cooling three-ball off the mark. Rebound corralled eventually by Ottoville. Brought in by Alex Lace.
And Ottoville has to control the boards tonight, not allow Spencerville to get any second ones as they get their own offensive rebound.
And a foul following the Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer. And that's going to be on Owen Sensaball. That's his first. Ottoville basketball. Trentman controlling it. Looking for someone and finds Landon Horseman. Horseman puts it up. Matt's Heating and Cooling 3, no good. Another opportunity for the Big Green. Ottoville on the offensive boards here in the early going. That shot short. Able to get it back is Trentman. And nothing doing there. It's back to Spencerville.
Yeah, Carter Orr was able to swat that ball away. But good job by Ottoville. 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. I'm sure Coach Sensible will be talking to them about boxing out.
That layup no good. Horseman with the rebound. And picked away. Sensible right there. And he's going to go 1-on-1 and a foul called on the floor. So I think that's going to go against Horseman. Here's a vantage replay.
Yeah, as we look, Will Sensible misses the first one, but is able to get his hand on that outlet pass and attacks the rim, but gains another possession for the Bearcats.
Foul is assessed to Ashton Miller. That's his first. And now Carter Orr trying to take it strong. He has it blocked and then stripped away. Third opportunity. That one tipped in the air. I think that was Calvilage, Brandon Calvilage, who got a hand on that one. Long Matt's Heating and Cooling 3, no good. Bearcats picking up the tempo. Spin move. Scoop shot by Sensible.
And that's point number 10 already here in this first quarter for Owen Sensible. We talked about these guards. They like to attack quickly, especially before defense get a chance to set up, and we saw that there on the last possession, a 1v1, and most of the time that's a good thing for the Bearcats.
Lease with a nice take. Now making it 14-6, and an offensive foul. I think it's offensive foul, or did they call out of bounds?
I think they just called out of bounds.
I think they just called out of bounds, correct. Sometimes you see a body hit the ground and a whistle, you think, foul. But not necessarily, I guess. Eight-point lead for the Bearcats. Ottoville with the basketball. 2.5 to go here in the Road State College scoreboard first quarter. Turnaround, jump shot by Miller, no good.
Yeah, great box out there by Carter Orr, allowing his teammates to get it, and Jude Stevens takes it.
And a collision under the basket. We'll see who they get this on. I think it's going to be on Sensible. It is, and that is his second.
And Owen's got 10 points here in this first quarter. 2 fouls. He's going to have to sit for a while.
So he will sit. Grady Smith is going to check in. Gavin Schwartz on the floor right now for the Bearcats as well. Basketball controlled. Horseman looking inside, trying to get it up and over Sensible, and knocked out of bounds by Spencerville. It'll mean it will stay with the Big Green. The Big Green wearing yellow. Do not adjust your set. There's nothing wrong with your tint. They are in yellow jerseys this evening. Horseman working against Orr. Near the baseline, passes it off and out of bounds, and it will stay down here with the Big Green.
Ball will go back to the Big Green. Looked like there was a lot of bodies there, so I think the officials just picked away there.
Lease backing in Steeman, and that one knocked out of bounds, and that will stay down here with Ottoville. I'm sure one of the things that Coach Utendorf talked about was do not let Spencerville get off to a fast start. And if they do get off to a fast start, don't let them keep it going as well.
Yeah, one way to limit that fast start is, Owen Sensible sitting on the bench. But here we go, Will attacking the rim.
Will with a scoop shot, and that one's up and in. Take care of the basketball, too, I'm sure is another one of those directives. Coming up on the final minute of quarter number 1, it's a 10-point lead for Spencerville.
And that's what's so difficult about this Spencerville team is they get so many runouts during the game. if you turn the ball over in a bad area, they like to get out and push it and get those easy buckets, and they've done so a couple times tonight already.
Horseman with the cross-court pass, at least for the Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, no good. Here's Spencerville cutting around, fouled, and the basket.
He's just so quick with that first step. As we look at our Vantage Career Center instant replay, just sees that lane, and that first step blows by the defender and finishes. Opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
That was on Ashton Miller. That's his second. So now your Ottoville, your leading scorer, has to head to the bench with 2 fouls. Damian Lawhorn will check in for the Big Green. Spencerville, a 76% free throw shooter. The Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw is no good.
Yeah, Will knocked down some big free throws at the end of the Crestview game last night to put the game away. Just unable to make that one.
And here's Horseman working underneath and gets that one to go. It's 18-8. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Landon Horseman's going to have to step up with Ashton Miller on the bench, having to sit with those 2 fouls. He's got to become some instant offense.
Spencerville pulls up. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, no good. Least with the rebound. Final seconds. Horseman has it, brings it up. 24-footer is short, and that's going to do it for quarter number 1. Spencerville in command, 18-8 as we head to the second quarter here on WOSN. Welcome back. Tonight's instant replay sponsor is Vantage Career Center. Where will your future take you? Get the edge at Vantage Career Center. Visit VantageCareerCenter.com for more information. And tonight's free throw sponsor is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens. Quarter number 2 ready to get started, and Spencerville on top of Ottoville, 18-8. The Bearcats using a 10-2 run to start the game. It's been pretty much straight up ever since, but that 10-point run is really the difference in this one right now.
Yeah, and it was really Owen Sensabaugh coming out hot, hitting 2 big threes to start the game and extend that lead for the Bearcats. And he had to go sit on the bench for a few minutes in that first quarter due to those 2 fouls. But he's back now, and we'll see what Spencerville has dialed up here out of that quarter.
Ashton Miller also with 2 fouls for the Big Green. Is that one being pushed in there? Spencerville, 2 fouls, no problem. I'm still going to take it strong to the rack, see what happens. Ball does not go in that case. Now controlled by Trentman. Inside, this is Ottoville not getting the shot off. It's back to Spencerville. Swinging around here, Spencerville, step back, long 2, no. Corralled by Trevor Whitney. Whitney can't get it to go, saved by Orr. Orr feeds Whitney again inside.
Oh, great pass there from big man to big man. Really battling inside for those offensive boards. It was Whitney first, unable to connect. Orr gets it and finds him again.
Working around, Trentman. Looking for someone to pass it to. Lawhorn and Matthew Horseman in for Ottoville, and that one goes in by Brandon Calvelage.
Yeah, good take there by Calvelage as he was able to wait for Orr to fly by and then make the easy layup.
Good movement. Grady Smith. Matt's Heating and Cooling 3, no good. Rebound was there by Calvelage. It is corralled. Lawhorn with it.
Another steal there.
Another
by
steal.
Spencerville.
Spencerville lays it up and in.
Will Spencerville plays safety on the football team, and he just read that pass and took it away with 2 hands, and another easy bucket for the Bearcats.
He's showing that off tonight. Spencerville with 6 points, and I think he's closing in on 6 steals too so far, I think. At least it seems like it. Here's Trentman with the basketball. 12-point lead for the Bearcats. And poked away by Spencerville again, but this time Ottoville able to maintain possession. Trentman, Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, no good. Or with a rebound, long pass to Spencerville. Since the ball guarded by Calvilage. Working opposite of the pick. Wide open. Top of the three for Owen. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer is good. 13 points to match his jersey number. It's a 25-10 lead.
It's so nice to have a player that can attack the rim and find the open person. And, you know, these brothers have played a lot of basketball together.
And a turnover. The ball will go back to Spencerville. You saw Owen Sensabaugh kind of double clutch there for a second. He probably couldn't believe he was as open as he was. A 7-2 run right now for the Bearcats. Sensabaugh drives, kick. Grady Smith, corner. Matt's Heating and Cooling three, in and out. Whitney with the rebound. Back out to Sensabaugh, and the Bearcats will reset.
And Trevor Whitney's putting in a lot of great minutes there, especially on the offensive glass. And another three put down by Will Sensabaugh.
Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer. 9 points tonight for Will Sensabaugh, and a Metzger Financial Services timeout on the court here. 28-10. Spencerville on top. We'll be back. Welcome back. Tonight's three-point sponsor is Matt's Heating and Cooling. Is your home in the energy-efficient zone? Call Matt's Heating and Cooling or go to callmattsheating.com to schedule your free estimate. Second verse, same as the first here in the second quarter for Spencerville. Bearcats on a 10-2 run to start the second quarter. Just like they started the first quarter, it's a 28-10 lead for the Bearcats tonight. Josiah Stober.
Well, it's just been the Sensabaugh boys. You know, we got 13 by Owen and 9 by Will Sensabaugh, and, you know, outscoring Ottoville just by themselves here in this first half. So, you know, this could be a big possession for Ottoville. Is they got to get some points and find some offense, see if they can cut into this lead.
Ottoville coming off the Metzger Financial Services timeout and trying to keep this one from getting completely away. Ball controlled, moving around. This is Lease with it. And up and in for Lease. Second basket of the quarter for the Big Green.
Well, good possession there for the Big Green coming out of that timeout. Now it looks like they come out in a 2-3 zone.
Here's a Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer by Grady Smith, and when it rains, it pours here at Spencerville. First bucket of the night for Grady Smith. It's 31-12. Nice pull up there from the elbow, however, it doesn't go in. Rebound by Spencerville.
And Trevor Whitney getting a lot of early minutes here in this game, doing a lot of work on the glass, is battling for another one, just unable to get it as it comes down to Landon Horseman.
Smith's three-point attempt no good. Here's another one. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer. Saved from going out of bounds by Nick Cartana. And out of bounds called on Ottoville.
Oh, it's just so difficult to guard this Spencerville team. We talked a lot about the Sensabaugh boys, tonight, but, they'll attack and draw so much attention to them, but then they got shooters on the outside that can knock down some shots, so just makes it so difficult no matter what zone, and we see a different zone coming out here, a 1-3-1, just trying to get Spencerville off their game a little bit, but just haven't found a whole lot of success.
It has been a struggle for sure, and that's something that most of Spencerville's opponents have found out over the years. It's, it just seems like they're able to just regroup, reload, and keep it going. At least the last couple of years. And there's another three ball put in by Owen Sensabaugh. Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer. Spencerville showing no signs of slowing down here with 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and that shot was almost from the tick mark there by the coaches.
Almost put that in from Lynn Lanes.
It looks like we got a moving screen.
Yep. Called on Landon Horseman. That's going to be his first. First foul of the second quarter, I think, for either team. Yes, it is. Good ball movement working around now. Carter Orr attacks, passes it back out, finds a man inside, Grady Smith, and he is fouled.
As we see here on our Vantage Career Center replay, just quick ball movement. Orr finds sense ball to Smith, and looks like a little contact on the shot, and the ball will go back to the Bearcats.
Lease called for the foul, his first. Here's Smith working inside. Gets that one to fall, 36-12. Spencerville in command. Moving it around. Corner, Matt Segan cooling. Three is good by Garrett Trentman. Third bucket of the quarter for Ottoville. As we come up on the final 90 seconds of this first half. Here's Smith from downtown. Matt's heating and cooling three-pointer is good.
And Grady Smith just continuing his hot performance from last night at 12 points for the Bearcats. Already 8 points here in this first half. And like I said, just so difficult when other players are scoring outside of the Sensibles. You know, who do you stop?
Well, exactly. And that's, you know, one of the problems that good three-point shooting teams like Spencerville pose. Because if you've got them all going, it's really hard to stop. Here's a long pass. Get in right there to Jude Steeman. Bearcats are rolling, doing it on defense, doing it on offense. And ball almost safe from going out of bounds. Nice hustle play. Coach sends the ball, appreciating that.
And that's the little things that Jude Steeman does for this team. You know, just plays defense, runs out, you know, makes those, fundamental plays for them, but most of all, you know, does the dirty work. And Coach Sensible, like you said, loves those type of players.
Here's Horseman working underneath, gets it to go. 22 seconds left in the first half, 41-17 Spencerville. Sensible with the basketball, 10 seconds, double teamed, has to give it off, gives it off to Owen. Grady Smith, corner three, no. And that will do it for quarter number 2. First half in the books here from the walk-in closet, 41-17. Spencerville in command. We're back for halftime activities when we return on WOSN. Welcome back. Tonight's instant replay sponsor is Vantage Career Center. Wherever your future take you, get the edge at Vantage Career Center. Visit VantageCareerCenter.com for more information. Coming back with 14 seconds to go here. It is a 41-17 lead for Spencerville. Patrick Hamler, Josiah Stober here, and it has been, well, all Spencerville seems almost like a misnomer, but really it's been Spencerville just kind of taking it to him.
Yeah, and well, it's, you know, in that first half, Owen Sensible comes in hitting 4 threes alone just in that first half. Leads all scorers with 16 points. Will Sensible has 9 for Spencerville. Grady Smith also comes in with 8, continuing that hot offensive output that he's continued with. And for Ottoville, it's just been a struggle finding their footing, as kind of showed right there. A little bit of off-balance shot, and the ball will go back to the Bearcats.
So rough start for Ottoville in the first half, and you got to think the one thing they talked about is don't let Spencerville have a 10-2 run like they've had in each of the first 2 quarters. Here's a Matt Segan cooling three-pointer by Steeman. That one does not go.
And we've seen the game plan for the Bearcats on offense is attack the rim and kick it out to those open shooters, and Jude Steeman was just unable to knock down the open shot. And see if Horseman can get going early. Leading scorer for Ottoville with 8 points.
Long mat seating and cooling three by Ashton Miller. Miller very limited in the first half. Horseman puts that one back up and in. Very limited because he had 2 fouls early in the first quarter. Really did not have an opportunity to see much of the floor in the first half, and Spencerville took advantage of it. And between the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third quarter, that is the first time that Ottoville has scored back-to-back buckets. Matt's heating and cooling three-pointer there from the corner by Grady Smith. No good. Rebounded, corralled by Horseman for Ottoville. And here's a Matt's three. That one no good. Rebound, put back up. That one no good by Calveledge. Now Horseman will take an opportunity. His doesn't go, or with the rebound.
Yeah, we have seen Ottoville getting some extra possessions on the offensive glass, but haven't been able to finish. In a strong take there by Will Sensabaugh to draw some contact as he will go to the free throw line.
And that's the second foul on Lease. Team's first. And as you mentioned, that will put Sensabaugh back at the line. 76% foul shooter this season, at least in that neighborhood. Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw is up and good. Second Lee's free throw is up and good. 11 points tonight for Will Sensabaugh. Second Bearcat to go into double figures tonight. Trentman for Ottoville has that one poked away by guess who? Will Sensabaugh. Up and in.
Once again, we just see that run out by the Bearcats. Quick hands enable them to poke the ball away, and then it's the strong take by the sophomore Will Sensabaugh. 2 more points for him on the board.
Pass out. Here's Miller trying to get going. Miss, gets his own rebound back, kicks it back out to Calveledge. Calveledge double covered that shot. And I thought it was maybe a block, but they're going to call a foul. Here's the vantage replay.
Yeah, as we see Calveledge just kind of bulldozing his way to the rim there and goes up, and officials saw a little bit too much contact there on Grady Smith, so he will go to the Lee's famous recipe free throw.
First foul on Smith, team's first. First Lee's free throw is no good. Three and one start this season for Ottoville as the second Lee's free throw is no good. Losing to Fort Jennings last night to move them to 3-2, and if this one continues the way it is, they'll fall to 500 on the season. Long Matt's heating and cooling three-pointer for Owen Sensabaugh is up and good.
And that's his 5th three of the night for Owen Sensabaugh. 19 points. Scored 19 last night.
And Sensabaugh with a steal. Lead pass to Owen. Able to save it from going out of bounds. Recovered back to Steeman. Puts that one up and in.
Gosh, you just got to love the unselfishness of Owen Sensabaugh there. Almost looked like he was going to pull out and shoot another three, but finds Jude Steeman streaking to the basket, and he's able to lay it in.
Trust the freshman, and the freshman rewards it. Steeman with 6 points tonight. That's double his average. That ball gets away from Ottoville, back into the hands of Spencerville. Here's a strong take by Sensabaugh, and I tell you what, when that's working, there just isn't a lot of answers for it.
Well, you can see how just soft he plays that off the glass, and a lot of players get sped up and just throw the ball up hard, and he's able to lay it off as it looks like we got a foul on Landon Horseman.
Most likely, indeed, that is who is going to pick it up. That's his second. 11-2 run for Spencerville to start quarter number 3. That's one of the things we talked about. Don't have that happen again. And here we go again. A 10-2 run at the beginning of the first and the second quarter, an 11-2 run right now in the third. And once you have that, the score is pretty much academic. Here is Sensabaugh taking that one. Might have been tipped a little bit on the way in. Steeman diving for it and getting the tie up. And the possession arrow favoring Spencerville. So substitution. Checking in for the big green, Matthew Horseman, number 25. And that ball kicked out of bounds, so we'll do it again.
Oh, great
inside.
pass.
Great pass indeed. You said it, Carter Orr. Open right there to put it in. 4 points for him tonight and a 54-19 lead.
Well, you just see the variations of that out-of-bounds play. They went to Grady Smith early. Now everybody's focusing on him, and then they find Carter Orr cutting back door to get the easy layup and another 2 for the Bearcats.
Now Horseman kicking it back out, working it around. Ashton Miller, long Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, no good. Sensabaugh controlling it. Guarded by Lease. Working inside. Sensabaugh open, and Will puts it in.
I'll just see the ball movement, and so nice. Spencerville having Carter Orr. They can run the offense through the big man. He's such a great passer. Just was patient, waiting for the cuts to happen, and found Will Sensabaugh open for the layup, and here we go.
Carter Orr all alone, sends it.
And here we go on our Vantage instant replay as Carter Orr gets the slam with 2 hands off of the steal.
Didn't see what stopped play, if it was just the basketball. Spencerville got the basketball back. That one around the rim and no good by Grady Smith. Gavin Schwartz checking in as Will Sensabaugh comes out and is likely done for the day. But we'll see. That's Coach Sensabaugh's call, not mine. Horseman working underneath, triple covered, fighting for it, and gets it to go in.
And Landon Horseman has been the bright spot for this Ottoville team. 12 points on the night as we have looks like a turnover, and it will be.
Rare one for Spencerville tonight as the Bearcats on a 17-2 run here in the third quarter. Nice cut inside by Miller. And he gets that one to go, and Miller finally getting on the scoreboard for the first time tonight.
You see Coach Sensabaugh giving some directions to his son, telling him probably to slow down. See if they can hold for the last shot here with 30 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Drive kick, Matt's Heating and Cooling 3. That one's short by Schwartz. Miller controlling it. Guarded by Orr, gets across the timeline. Now 12 seconds. Four seconds. Miller thinks about pulling up, has it swatted away, gets it back, puts it up near the buzzer, and that will do it for quarter number 3. Oh, Spencerville here in the walk-in closet, 58-23. One more quarter to go here on WOSN. Welcome back. Tonight's scoreboard is sponsored by Road State College. Start your journey today. And tonight's Free throw sponsor is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens. It's a 58-23 lead for Spencerville as we head into the fourth quarter. Patrick Hamler, Josiah Stover here with you. Running clock here in the walk-in closet, so the score goes by over 35 points. The clock will run no matter what until it goes back down below 30, and then regular clock rules. I want to thank the folks here in the booth for part of our crew for telling me that, because I had forgotten. Just can't keep that information. So Derrick Henry was Johnny on the spot.
This will be a turnover by Ottoville. A little miscommunication by the two players, and threw the ball one way, and the player went the other way. So the ball will go back to Spencerville with no time coming off the clock.
Hasn't officially started yet, because I don't think anyone touched the basketball. Now they've touched the basketball. We can get going here. Here's Schwartz working inside and gets it to go.
Gavin being the 7th player for the Bearcats to score on the night. So all players that have come in for the Bearcats have scored.
Here's a Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer by Horseman. So Horseman, 15 of Ottoville's 26 points. Here's a pull-up Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer by Sensabaugh, and he returns the favor. Nice cut inside, Horseman, and fouled. Could be the third on Owen Sensabaugh. Here's the vantage replay.
Yeah, as we see Ashton Miller coming out of that screen, finds his teammate Horseman cutting and drew some contact, and now we'll go to our Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line.
So that was called on Gavin Schwartz, his first, and that first Lee's Famous Recipe free throw is up and good. Carter Orr heading to the bench. Second Lee's free throw is up and good. Kick out here, Steeman for a Matt's Heating and Cooling three-pointer, and it's good. Horseman directing traffic, working up against Whitney. And it was Gavin Schwartz going for the ball, and will be called for his second foul. Second team foul. And now Owen Sensabaugh gets a nice hand as he heads out. Grady Smith heading out as well. Landon Cayley will check in for Spencerville.
Opportunity here for Kevin to get a few more players into the game here, as we have a foul there on Trevor Whitney. A little bit too aggressive through that screen.
Whitney's first. Also Hunter McPherron checking in for Spencerville. Want to make sure I get all these guys in. And there's Horseman putting that one in. 19 points for him tonight.
Yeah, good cut there on the out-of-bounds play, finding him backside and able to put him in a good position to lay it up, and easy two.
And putting that one in is Gavin Schwartz. And well over his average. Came in averaging 1.3 points, and he has 4 tonight. That shot off the mark. Rebound by Schwartz. Brought across the timeline by Steeman. And a foul called. I think that's going to go against Trentman. It is. That's his first. And some mass substitutions coming in now is seeing who's checking in for the Big Green. Nick Brandeberry will come in. Also coming in, Joseph Lease. Damian Lawhorn, who checked in earlier. J.J. Hurston coming in as well to join Nick Cortana, who checked in earlier tonight as well. Ollie with the pull up. That one not finding the rim. And brought back in. Here we go. Lease bringing it up the floor. Fake. Here's Lawhorn kicking it back out. Brandeberry. Matt's heating and cooling three. No good.
The ball was last touched by Colton Grigsby. So the ball will go back to the Big Green as a few more substitutes come in for the Bearcats.
So Jude Steeman checks out. There's a pull up by Lease. Well, my roster doesn't go that deep, Josiah. I don't know who number 32 for Spencerville is.
Drew Baumgartner.
Thank you, Drew Baumgartner.
An opportunity here for some young guys to get some more playing time.
Colton Grigsby, spin move, and is a little too happy with the feet. Scoring totals here for the fourth quarter are obviously going to go way down because of the running clock. We are already down to 2 minutes remaining. Here's a Matt's heating and cooling three-pointer, and that one up and good. Kick out, saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Ottoville. Hurston brings that one in. Some of them have been buzzer beaters. Some of them have been pretty consistent, but this is a big one for Kevin Sensabaugh in terms of wins. Number 300 for his career, and we've had a chance to watch Spencerville for a number of years, and we've covered them obviously as long as WOSN has been around. And Coach Sensabaugh is a terrific coach, terrific human being. He's always been cordial and able to work with us, and always able to help us out. We've been able to cover. I don't know if we've covered all his victories, but we've covered quite a few of them over the years. And congratulations to his program. And in true Kevin Sensabaugh way, he said, look, there's a lot of reasons that I've been here for as long as I've been. And he automatically deflects credit to all the kids. And it's true, and it takes a great program to put it together. But really want to take our hats off to Coach Sensabaugh for his 300th win tonight. Yeah,
absolutely. Had an opportunity to play for Coach Sensabaugh when he just came to Spencerville and started as a head coach. So, I got the experience, the young Kevin Sensabaugh, and he'll say, it's been quite a few years since then, but, just that person of consistency, year in and year out, even when teams weren't as solid, he continued to make them better, and they continued to grow as men, and, that's a big thing for him, is just for these young men to be even better people. So just congratulations, as that will be number 300, and we're just congratulations, Coach Sensabaugh.
That's your final here from Spencerville tonight, 68-33. The Bearcats still unbeaten on the season. We will name a Stolly Hustle Award winner when we come back here on WOSN. Welcome back. 68-33, our final here at Spencerville, winning over Ottoville. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page as we announce our Stolly Insurance Group Hustle Award winner tonight. It's the freshman, Jude Steeman, number 14 for Spencerville. And, he didn't put up the most points, obviously, but that's not what the award is about. Just great hustle, great effort, really going after it tonight, helping Spencerville get a win.
Yeah, Jude Steeman came in, scored 9 points tonight, so above his average on the night. But like you said, it was those little things that we looked at tonight. Diving on the floor. We saw that one where he went into the home bench side, just going after the ball, but then also finding that time to where he ran the floor hard to catch the ball, and continue to push and push and push. So that's what we like to see in that Stolly Hustle Award winner, and that's number 14, Jude Steeman.
Jude Steeman, our Stolly Hustle Award winner tonight. There you see the banner made up congratulating Coach Sensabaugh on 300 wins. All of the teams that have helped him to get to that spot. And, you look at that and you think that's not a ton of teams. But, man, I'll tell you what, you win 15 to 20 games or more a season for a long time. It doesn't take you very long to get up to that spot. And you can't see it, folks, but Josiah Stober is pointing out where he is on that poster. So the crowd sticking around, giving Coach Sensabaugh a nice hand. We'll see if we can grab a chat here with the coach here within the time here. 68-33 is our final tonight here from Spencerville. Want to thank Derek Henry, Kelsey Beimer, Wayne Getz for helping us put this together. Thank you for watching. For Josiah Stober and our entire WOSN staff, I'm Patrick Hamler saying so long, everyone, from Spencerville. Welcome back to Spencerville High School. It is a 68-33 win for the Bearcats over Ottoville as they improve to 5-0 on the season, and improving to win 300 on his career is Spencerville head coach Kevin Sensabaugh, and he joins us here in our broadcast position. Coach, first of all, congratulations, 300 wins. What does that milestone mean to you?
It means that I'm getting old. No, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing, But when you've been doing it for this long, obviously there's a lot of administrators that go into this and giving me the opportunity to do it, and I'm not naive at all. I know why there's 300 wins. It's because I've had great players. I've got great players right now. I've had great players in the past. Josiah was one of them, and I've just been pretty blessed to get this thing rolling, and I hope to keep it rolling a little bit longer.
I mean, what does it say that you have been able to sustain this kind of success? Because there's one thing to be here and be coaching a program for a while, but to acquire as many wins in a relatively short period of time, what does that mean from a school perspective for you?
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the things that when I first came back here, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring a lot of pride and continuity and to Spencerville basketball, because I played Spencerville basketball and I took a lot of pride in it. So when I came back here and got the job, I wanted to make it someplace that people could be proud of, and we've been blessed. I've had great coaches with me throughout the years, and like I said, I've had great players, and that's what it's all about. It's all about these guys. They put a lot of time in, and you could see tonight we've got a lot of guys that put a lot of time in the gym right now. We've had a lot of guys put a lot of time in the gym pretty much ever since I've been here. So it's a testament to those guys and their work, and I'm very proud of all of them.
You've had a lot of great players on the court tonight. Talk about your effort tonight against Ottoville. You had a tough game last night against Crestview. You guys came out fast. You guys fired every single quarter. Were you surprised by how quickly you guys came out and really got on top of Ottoville early?
Not really surprised. I was very pleased because last Saturday night was our first double weekend, and we didn't play well Saturday night. And we got off to a slow start, and we just kind of looked lethargic and just not as engaged as I would like to see them. And so that was the challenge coming to tonight. It was like, hey, guys, this is all about toughness. How tough are we to be able to come off of a really emotional win on a Friday night and still be able to bring it on Saturday night? And I thought our guys were great. They were great from the start. That we were offensively, we were pretty good tonight. But defensively, we were too. But we're used to that. Defensively, we were good last night. Offensively, we were just okay. Tonight, I thought we were really good on both ends.
Yeah, and, having your two boys on the team, what's it like, getting these milestones, 300 wins when you have, two of your sons on the court with you?
It's awesome. I mean, it really is. When I first got the head coaching job, you know, I didn't have a family. I didn't even have a girlfriend. You know, I didn't have anything going on. So I had no idea that this was going to be a part of it someday. But, you know, now that it's come to fruition, it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool to be able to share it with them and have them be, play major roles in it. And, you know, I hope to be a part of many, many more wins.
Kevin Sensabaugh, our winning coach tonight, and 300 wins. Going to celebrate that for a couple days, maybe for a little bit before you start getting ready for your next contest.
A day.
There you go.
We'll give it tonight. We'll celebrate tonight, and I'll start working on LCC tomorrow.
24 hours in the Sensabaugh household for celebration begins right now. Kevin Sensabaugh, congratulations on your win. Congratulations on a terrific career, and hope for many more years, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And wraps up our broadcast here tonight. Again, Spencerville with the 68-33 win over Ottoville. Want to thank, once again, Wayne Getz, our director, Derek Henry, Kelsey Beimer, making sure you can see and hear everything that's out there. Kelly gets back in master control. Nick Fraley helping us put all this stuff together. One more time, 68-33, the final. Spencerville moving to 5-0 on the season. For Josiah Stobert and our entire WOSN staff, I'm Patrick Hamler saying so long, everyone, from Spencerville.